All right, good afternoon, greetings everyone. I can ask my out of school time students to have a seat on the step, please, right now. Put your sign down.
Sit down.
Y'all looking good.
That's your actors doing.
All right, definitely give y'all an opportunity to get some applause and hold up those signs. I'm gonna cue y'all to do that. Y'all look real good, all right? Y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
Y'all ready to go?
Huh? Ready to go?
Y'all ready to go?
Yeah!
All right, let's tell you what, warm things up. We're gonna start with a little chant. We're gonna do OST. All right, follow. OST.
OST, 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 OST,
Louder!
OST, 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 OST.
All right. Welcome everyone. Greetings. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause to the students behind you, please. What a great day here in Pennsylvania. Greetings and welcome to you all here in attendance today to support after-school and summer learning opportunities for youth across this great state of Pennsylvania. My name is Contrail Armour and I serve as the lead director for the Pennsylvania Statewide After-School Youth Development Network, where our mission is to promote high-quality, sustainable, out-of-school time programs and other youth development projects we take on. Today is our signature advocacy day, where we have convened over 100 students, 60 providers, and important partners in this coalition that we've been able to create over the past 20 years. I stand with them today in celebrating the BOOST program that's building opportunities through out-of-school time. I stand with our STEM ambassadors, I stand with our after-school ambassadors, and the youth and families working together with schools and communities to provide the best opportunities for our students in grades K to 12. Today, you'll hear from several legislators that spearheaded and stand in support of the BOOST program and their effort for this funding over the past several years, and we want to take time to celebrate this milestone. Pennsylvania is only one of 26 states across the country that has dedicated funding in its state line item for out-of-school time. That deserves a round of applause. Thank you. It is now more important than ever to support our students during the out-of-school time or the regular school time in summer months. High-quality out-of-school time programs offer transformative learning experiences for our students. They give parents a peace of mind because they know their child is in a safe place. I know when I'm at work and I know my child's in a safe place, I'm more productive. So out-of-school time helps that working parent be more productive in their job duties. Before I introduce several legislators and the students here to speak, I'm just going to outline really quick a few out-of-school time benefits. One is the improvement of regular school day attendance. Yes, out-of-school time programs improve regular school day attendance. I have a milestone of stories I could tell you about students that would be upset that they couldn't come to the after-school program, not because they just got suspended for 10 days. So the after-school program is sort of a trampoline for those students that are struggling to find a place to say, I now belong, because we know when we belong, we achieve. Out-of-school time programs offer an academic support, whether that's math, literacy, reading, or science. It helps emotional and social wellness. It gives our students the opportunity to build a relationship with the educator. This goes far, far, far beyond a regular school day. our students attend. Physical activity is also offered along with STEM learning, science, technology, engineering, and math. We know our regular school day teachers don't always have the time to take and dive in and have our kids put their hands on the project. In the out-of-school time space, we have that time. We have those resources. We have those educators leading our students in the STEM field. Out-of-school time program is not kickball and jump rope. We take it serious. We engage our parents. We don't involve our parents by sending a note saying show up. We engage our parents. We have conversations. We attend IEP, whatever the student may need. The out-of-school time staff is ready to support the whole child and the family. And last but not least, the out-of-school time gives these students an opportunity to make some connections to real-world experiences. So what's being learned in the school from the textbook and the worksheet and the chalkboard, wait a minute, smartboard, chalkboard, dated myself. What's being learned in that classroom, you have a chance to actually experience that in the out-of-school time. OST! OST! Thank you. All right, students have got the seat please behind you. All right, so our first speaker here this afternoon in support of the Boost program in the out-of-school time space is Senator Linda Culver. Let's give her a round of applause. Senator Culver.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for all coming here today. I have not heard one of these before with such enthusiasm. So thrilled. I'm Senator Linda Culver, and I want to thank the Pennsylvania statewide Afterschool Youth Development Network and all of the educators, families, and students who are here today. Your presence in the Capitol sends a powerful message that after-school and summer learning programs are not just helpful, they are essential. Across the Commonwealth, Boost-funded programs are making a real difference in the lives of our students. They provide safe, supportive, and enriching spaces where kids can grow academically, emotionally, and socially. For families in rural and underserved areas like those in the 27th Senatorial District, these programs help bridge opportunity gaps and offer the consistency that all students deserve and need. As chair of the Senate Education Committee, I am focused on making sure every student is ready, not just for graduation, but for a future in today's economy. Out-of-school programs foster real-world skills, teamwork, leadership, critical thinking. These are the same qualities our businesses and communities are looking for. And let's not forget the impact on parents, especially working families who depend on these programs for peace of mind, knowing their child is safe and being nurtured, and work stability for them. We also know that strong after-school programs help keep children safe. They reduce juvenile crime, lower dropout rates, and give students access to mentors and positive role models. Every hour spent in structured, nurturing environment is an hour invested in a stronger, safer Pennsylvania. I am proud to stand with you in support of Boost and the entire out-of-school time community. This is not just about programs, this is about people. It's about investing in our next generation of leaders, workers, and neighbors. Thank you for your advocacy, your energy, and for reminding us what's possible when we invest in our kids. So thank you, and how about we chant one more time?
All right. You hear some of the repetitiveness about out-of-school time and how it supports our youth. We're now going to hear from Senator Tartaglione. Before we do, though, I think we can get a little bit louder back here. And today, we don't have to use our inside voice. So let's use our outside voice. Let's get our OST channel before Senator Tartaglione takes the mic. 1, 2, 3.
OST! 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 OST!
Excellent. All right, thank you. Senator Tartaglione.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's great to be here with so many people who care deeply about kids, families, and the future of our community. Earlier this year, I had the honor of welcoming Lieutenant Governor Austin Davis to the Frankfurt Boys and Girls Club, right in the heart of my district in Philadelphia, where he announced $11 million in boost funding for after-school programs across Pennsylvania. That just wasn't a visit. That was a statement, a commitment, a promise to our young people that they matter. In my district, after-school programs are a lifeline. They give kids a safe place to go when the final bell rings, somewhere to learn, play, and grow with caring adults around them. They keep kids off the streets and give them structure and support they deserve. Just as important, these programs offer mentorship, real relationships with trusted adults who listen, encourage, and guide. With so many kids facing stress, uncertainty, or trauma, real relations with trusted adults who listen, encourage, and guide. With so many kids facing stress, it builds confidence, resilience, and emotional strength. It helps with mental health in ways that schools alone can't always provide. After-school programs don't just help students. They help working families, parents and guardians who take that second shift, finish that work day, or go back to school, knowing their child is safe and supported. That's how we strengthen neighborhoods. That's how we support our workforce. That's how we reduce violence before it starts. We know that after-school programs lower juvenile crime, improve graduation rates, and give young people a path forward. Improve graduation rates. And we know this works, not in theory, but in practice. We've seen it in Frankfurt. We've seen it across Philly. We've seen it in communities large and small in this Commonwealth. So I want to thank Governor Shapiro and Lieutenant Davis, Governor Lieutenant Davis came for the future of our kids, our neighborhoods, and our economy. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's make sure every child, no matter what zip code they live in, has access to safe, enriching spaces after school. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We got to rock this place today. We got to rock it. We got to hear the voices.
All right, thank you, Senator Tartaglione, and we truly appreciate your commitment to this space, this out-of-school time space. Again, not an option. OST is essential. It is essential. It needs to be part of every student's journey. All right. Next up, I have Representative Elizabeth Fiedler, who's going to give some comments. Before Fiedler takes the mic, I'm going to ask my OST to stand up and let's get the chant again with the OST.
OST! 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 OST!
All right, that's good. Rep. Fiedler.
Good afternoon. I'm State Historic District in South Philly. Anybody here from South Philly?
Wait a minute, nobody can be from South Philly with that. Anybody from South Philly? No, not South. Give it up! Give it up! Give it up! Give it up!
We've been talking a lot about the value of after school, safe spaces, and mentorship. And I have a question for the young people behind me. We talk about mentorship, about you having an older adult, an older teen, someone who you can really look up to, someone who you can ask the hard questions of, somebody who honestly you can talk to about stuff you might not feel comfortable saying to your own family that you're struggling with. In the after-school programs that you go to, do you have a person like that? An adult, somebody who you trust? Just raise your hand if you do.
Got somebody to trust in after school? Raise your hand.
Somebody
Put your hand up. Right.
That I think is amazing. That is a huge gift to all of you. Let's give a round of applause for all the people in your life with these after-school programs. I'm so happy to see all of these after-school advocates here with us today. And while many of the mentors from your programs can't necessarily be here, I want to just give a moment to say what a meaningful difference they make in your lives. The people who work in these after-school programs who quite honestly often are not paid as much as they should be because funding is so tight, but who really are key to your future and are the key to our future of our Commonwealth. So thank you all for sharing. As the co-chair of the bipartisan and bicameral, so both parties and the House and Senate, after-school caucus, along with Rep. Doyle Heffley, I've toured after-school programs across the state. These include programs in South Philly, as well as programs in more rural parts of the Commonwealth. In Palmerton, I got to visit the Shine after-school program. During my visit, the students of Shine conceptualized, designed, and built mini golf courses with common household supplies. That sounds pretty fun, right? Not bad? I had a good time, although I was not very good at golf. This activity was definitely fun for the students and very engaging, but it also included important lessons in engineering, recycled materials, physics, and art. Time after time in the places that we visited across the Commonwealth, we have seen the value of after-school programs, and we have seen the amazing dedication and creativity of the people who run these programs on the ground in our schools. After-school time programs, as you've heard, give students a space to develop socially, lean on those trusted mentors we talked about, and learn new skills. After all, you all are the future of our Commonwealth. Because they provide safe and supervised places for students to spend their time, these programs also reduce youth violence. This is the sort of investment that matters. One of the previous speakers mentioned the return on investment. And while the human side of this is the most important to me, making sure you all are well supported and cared for as you grow, the money part, that's important too, especially here in the Commonwealth as we head into the June budget season. For every $1 invested in out-of-school time programs in Pennsylvania, there is a more than $6 positive return on investment. That is why the after-school funding has been championed by colleagues on both sides of the aisle in both chambers. I'm so proud that we were able to secure the $11.5 million in boost funding that Senator Tartaglione mentioned. 11.5, pretty good, right? What about 21.5? I'm excited that that's the proposal for this year's budget. $21.5 million. Really an investment in you all, in our communities, and in the Commonwealth. Parents keep telling me over and over how hard it is to find high-quality after-school programs, even in my neighborhood in South Philly. So it should be no surprise that 88% of Pennsylvania parents support public funding for after-school programs. They're critical to all of your lives, they're critical to our Commonwealth and to our economy. I look forward to coming back here here with you all when hopefully we can share not about 11.5, which is very, very good, but about 21.5 million in investment for after school. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rep. Feeder. Let's give Rep. Feeder another round of applause, please, my OST crew. Again, thank you for all here today in attendance. We have some students ready to speak here soon, but before we get to there, I'd like to introduce Nathan Brandt, the CEO of the Pennsylvania State Alliance and the YMCAs in Harrisburg. Give you a little bit of information on the impact of out-of-school time programs through this statewide organization. Nathan.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for being here today. My name is Nathan Brandt. I'm the CEO of the Pennsylvania State Alliance of YMCAs, and I'm proud to represent more than 50 YMCA associations in the state and 125 local YMCA branches across the Commonwealth. I know everyone has a Y story, whether it was learning to swim or attending summer camp, volunteering with a mentoring program, but today we're here to talk about out-of-school time, our kids, their safety, their futures, and how we as a community can help them succeed. Pennsylvania has more YMCAs than any state in the country, something we are extremely proud of. That means that more than 700,000 Pennsylvanians are YMCA members. Another 180,000 take part in Y programs every year, from big cities to small towns and rural communities. Our Ys are out there every day helping families, supporting kids, and making communities stronger. We're especially grateful to Governor Shapiro and Lieutenant Governor Davis and the General Assembly for making a meaningful investment in out-of-school time programs, as we just heard, $11.5 million last year, and more hopefully in coming years. Thanks to the BOOST grant, that's Building Opportunity Out of School Time program through the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency, BOOST, we're able to grow our after-school and summer programs over the next 2 years. This funding means that we can reach more than 15,000 at-risk kids across 40 counties. Yeah. And that is just the YMCA. That is just one part of this after-school network that we're building. These programs don't just fill after-school time, they spark learning, provide structure, and give kids the support they need when they're most vulnerable. And that timing really matters. We know the hours right after school are when young people are at the greatest risk of getting involved in crime or being victims of it. It's a tough window for working parents, and a dangerous one for kids without a place to go. But programs like BOOST give them a safe place to learn, connect with mentors, and just be kids. And that can make all the difference. We're going to give you a couple examples of how BOOST is impacting YMCA out-of-school time programs across the state this year. At the Carlisle Family YMCA in Cumberland County, they're launching a Girls Gamers Club combining STEM education with social connections. It's a smart, fun way to help young women build tech skills and confidence in a space that they feel safe and supported. At the River Valley Regional YMCA in Lycoming County, they're expanding the Brick House After School Teen Mentorship Program in a rural area with high economic need. This program connects teens with positive role models and opportunities that they might not have otherwise. And in places where resources are often limited, that kind of support can be life-changing. The YMCA of the Roses is building on something special, their Temple Guard drill team in York. It's expanding into Lancaster. This unique program has been around almost 25 years and has reached more than 600 youth. And of those 600 youth, all at-risk youth, 95% have graduated. That's more than a statistic, that is real success year after year in an out-of-school time program. And the state YMCA of Pennsylvania is using BOOST funding to expand their youth in government program, which gives more than 700 young people from 30 communities across the Commonwealth hands-on experience in civics, advocacy, and public service. It's teaching them how to raise their voices, get involved, and lead, exactly what we need from the next generation. These programs show what's possible when we invest in kids, not just in big cities, but in small towns and rural counties too. This is what Boost is making happen, and why it's continuing and increasing, and that support is so important. That's why we support Governor Shapiro's proposal to increase funding for the Boost program by another $10 million. We're already seeing the impact these programs are having with so many kids still in need. This is the time to build on that success, not pull back. Because every student in Pennsylvania, no matter where they live, no matter how much money their family makes, or what challenges they're facing, they deserve a safe, supportive place to grow and learn. We're incredibly thankful to the governor, the legislature, and all our partners who see what we see. That investing in our kids isn't just the right thing to do, it's the smartest thing we can do for Pennsylvania's future. Thank you, Contrell and Poseidon, for their ongoing support of out-of-school time funding and the invitation to participate with you today. Thank you for this amazing day of advocacy, and thank you for being back there and cheering today. We appreciate you so much. Give yourself a hand.
Thank you, Nathan. Thank you. Good job.
All right, thank you, Nathan. All right, next up, we have a student that's going to talk a little bit about how the out-of-school time program helps support her journey through her learning experiences. And just to note that the network offers an annual out-of-school time conference where we convene the program practitioners and out-of-school time staff to get professional development. Part of that conference, we have an Impact Awards kind of announcement in the ceremony. And Vicki won Youth Impact Award this year. The gallery, if we could give her a round of applause, please, before she can talk. To note that not just giving Vicki an award at the conference, but we want to engage this young lady through her next step in making sure that she has a clean, clear path, pipeline to what she wants to do when she gets a lot older. So let me chill so I don't steal no thunder. And I'll turn it over to Vicki Dong. Let's give Vicki a nice round of applause, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vicki Dong, and it's a pleasure to be supporting you all for the 2025 Advocacy Day. I'm currently finishing up my senior year at the Academy of Colombo High School in Philadelphia, and I'm looking forward to attending the University of Pennsylvania this fall as an economics major. I'm one of the 2025 Afterschool Youth Impact Award recipient, and I'm excited to share more about my journey as a youth in Philadelphia that's connected with OST programs. I'm very appreciative of the tremendous impact OST program has had on my growth. Each program has provided me with a community of mentors, lifelong friends, and countless opportunities to expand beyond my comfort zone as a scholar, athlete, and advocate for my community. I will continue to hold utmost appreciation for the unique experiences that tapped into my curiosity beyond what I previously experienced as a youth growing up in Philly. WINS has provided me with field excursion opportunities like hikes, 3-day river camping, kayaking and canoeing, and through the experiences, I've developed a deeper appreciation for environmental sciences and gained confidence in exploring unfamiliar environments. During my time with Students Run Philly Style, a nonprofit organization that trains students to run long distances, I had the honor of completing 3 full marathons, 3 half marathons with the program. 4 years ago, to even think that running a marathon was beyond manageable. The support system and team leaders have continued to push me to my fullest potential, reaching heights I didn't think were possible. When I picked up Students Run Philly Style freshman year, I didn't realize it would later become a lifestyle I endorse. OST programs like WINS and Students Run Philly Style bring together youth from all parts of the city to learn in fun and sustainable ways. Programs like these provide hands-on learning that keeps you engaged through educational activities. They provide experiences that support positive outcomes in youth, social, emotional, and physical wellness. I hope you continue to support and fund OST programs as it will continue to benefit thousands of youth across Pennsylvania. Thank you.
All right. Good job.
All right, Vicki, thank you very, very much for sharing with us, and we're behind you through your journey at the higher level in another year and a half. University of Pennsylvania, Penn State University, sorry. All right, next up, we got another youth speaker from the Youth Enhancement Services on the Pittsburgh area. Let's give a warm welcome to Cameron Jones.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Cameron Jones. I will be attending the University of Pittsburgh as a freshman honor student, full name of the Computational Physical Science and Public Policy.
Congratulations.
Thank you. This is my story. 1.7. This is a number that looms over my head with the gloomies and clouds that can dampen anyone's day. A number that defines the persons others define myself to be. This number is my cumulative GPA. This brings the question, among many others, how can someone with such a low GPA be speaking at a press conference in Harrisburg? Well, that answer is a long-winded one, but can be summarized with one essential word: control. It is harnessing this concept that allows me to understand that no is never definitive. It is simple redirection. You see, this number has been labeled on me because of environmental issues that were completely outside of my control. A slew of shelter jumping, mental illness, quarantine, and all my schooling had set me on a course to fall into inevitability. One day, I was presented an opportunity, a chance to allow myself to control my environment. I was suggested two paths. One, complete a graduation alternative program, or two, be held back a grade and reapproach education. Given provided an opportunity, I chose the latter. This opportunity has supplied me my ability to make my own path and truly understand the power of choice and necessity for evaluating the consequences that follow suit. In taking up that opportunity, I was able to engage in a new environment and found an understanding of how I can take advantage of what I see fit for myself. And not being boggled down by taking these classes that I found to be quite boring, as I already knew these subjects, I discovered other levels of involvement that allowed me to learn in ways that typical education could not. Specifically, with my engagement with Youth Enrichment Services, I've been granted many an opportunity to further understand the concept of self-advocacy by dissecting various social problems, such as school-to-prison pipeline, that plague underprivileged communities, and implementing rural solutions that support my mission in instilling restorative justice in the communities I and many others call home. Now presented with this opportunity, I have been placed on stages like these to speak for those who may not be able to find their own voice. With that, please take my story as not something that is one-off, but represents the voices of those who are mute, suppressed by systemic inequalities that continue to push our youth, our next generation, into a direction of pain and inevitability. In investing in our after-school programs, you're investing in our tomorrow. No more labels, only choices. Thank you.
Thank you, Cameron. Rooting for you, man. Great job. All right, next youth speaker we have from the Allegheny Youth Development Program out in the Pittsburgh area. We have Taiwan Martin. Taiwan?
Good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? My name is Taiwan Martin. I'm a middle school leader for Allegheny Youth Development. Our program has been around for 30 years now. We're a non-profit organization located on the north side of Pittsburgh. We're in the heart of Brighton Heights, right over on the north side. We have an elementary program and a middle school program. When I was younger, I used to be in a program. We didn't have a lot of things that we have now, so we're special thank you to Mr. Cantrell, Miss Emily over there, Antonio, and Ryan is not here, he's our executive director. They give us a lot of things that we didn't have. Special thank you to Eden Hall Foundation. They gave us another van so that we're able to take kids on more trips, like college trips, museum trips, Washington, D.C. trips to the museum. We service about 75 students, about 50 elementary students, 25 middle school students. our main goal is to help the community. We try to give back to the community as much as possible. I know Brian and Antonio's biggest thing is helping the youth find a future, and that's what they've been doing with me for the past 3 years. I've been working for them. They've been helping me go back to school. I recently went back to school for business management, and they helped me move up in a leadership position. And so I just want to say thank you to Brian and Antonio for helping me with my future.
These first 45 minutes here, we've been like moving so fast about out of school time and the partnerships and the legislation and the students. We're skipping over a really important part, and that's the worker in out of school time. Whether it's the regular classroom teacher that stays an additional 3 hours after their long 7-hour day, whether it's someone from a business or industry that has agreed to partner to come in and work with students and staff. I do want to take time to acknowledge that this job is a quality job, and we need to start honoring and treating it as such, including fair pay, benefits, vacation, professional development, everything that we put in front of our educators in a regular classroom, we need to support in the after-school time program. I want to bring attention, and I want you students here on your feet, and a round of applause for all of your after-school staff that show up every day consistent, making sure you have what you need, right? Next up, we have a parent here to talk a little bit about the opportunity or the benefits that the whole family receive from a child in out of school time. I'm sorry. Yeah, come on up. All right, let's welcome Shannon Reynolds to the mic here. Thank you, Shannon.
Hi, my name is Shannon Reynolds. I have kids that attend AYD, Allegheny Youth Development, and I was asked to just speak of what it's done for me and my family. I'm a single parent, hardworking, long hours, and the after-school program has been for me a blessing. They feed her, they take her home. I don't ever have to worry about where they're at, what they're doing. And both of my children have IEPs, and they definitely have worked with them. One-on-one, I would say. Yeah. And both of them are now like one-on-one students. The transportation part, back to that, has been amazing. And my son went to a different school this year, and if there was more help with the transportation, he could have went. So hopefully that's something that they could accomplish. But for me as a family and for my kids, they've enjoyed it. They enjoy their time down there. There's some days she doesn't want to come home. So for me, thank you. For everyone else, thank you. So it's just my perspective.
Perfect. Awesome. Sandy, thank you very much. All right, thank you, Shannon. A little perspective about the peace of mind, again, that parents feel when their child is in a safe space, and then in that safe space, actually getting some quality support, whether, again, it's academically or overall social wellness. Next up is really a pleasure being from this area here in Harrisburg/Stilton to introduce a grassroots out-of-school time program that didn't wait on an application, didn't wait on the line item that we actually have now, but they seen the need in the community. I want to give a big shout out to the Stilton High School, located just a couple of miles from here at the Capitol, for finding such a fine gentleman who actually serves on the city council here in Harrisburg, Mr. Rodriguez. But again, as I get too far, I start stealing people's thunder. Let me introduce Mr. Rodriguez so he can tell you a little bit about this program, how it kind of evolved, and some of the impact that it's having. So let's give a warm welcome to Ralph Rodriguez.
PA, Pennsylvania, how we doing, y'all? Let me get a round of applause. OST, 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 OST. Sorry, y'all, I had to do it. So thank you all for being here. For such an important mission, such an important journey, some of us take not really knowing what the future holds. One of the greatest minds, one of my favorite poets of all time said, if it ain't no hope for the youth, then the truth is it ain't no hope for the future. Tupac Amaru Shakur. I'll say it one more time. Saying it ain't no hope for the youth, then the truth is it ain't no hope for the future. Right? So if we start really putting those dollars, our time and attention to youth programming, out of school time, I'm telling you, these individuals behind us will have offices in this building one day without a doubt, and we can give a testament to that. I'm an individual that was actually left for dead at the age of 9. I served juvenile life in a placement facility in New Jersey. Lost my mom 2 weeks before I graduated high school right here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Miss Kimber, Evangeline Kimber, who the gymnasium's named after right now, is actually responsible for saving my life and pulling back together. So having those leaders in your life is so crucial, so important to turn it around. Because if I can sit here, not only as a leader in our community, not only as the director of the All You Can Leadership Academy, but as an individual that got elected by the very citizens, so that means we're doing something right. Now, we split politics into what we do in the OST time, but just know it's so crucial and important. I'd like to thank Cantrell and the individuals for gathering everyone today and having us here. I'd like to thank the legislator and the leadership of our very known Governor Shapiro, Lieutenant Governor, for not only investing that first round, but hopefully allocating it and even passing the bill for even more coming up. But the All You Can Leadership Academy, I'd be remiss if I didn't give Mr. Dr. Iskrit, the superintendent of the school district, and the assistant superintendent, Mr. Willie Slade, for supporting all the work we do. Principal Schlesky for supporting all the work we do, because without their leadership, know-how, and really just ability to do so, we would be lost in the wind. The Leadership Academy teaches life skills in a digestible format for our youth. With immaculate metrics, students and parents both rave on how exceptional the work we do truly is. We spark the mind of our youth and provide them opportunities they may not receive elsewhere. The vocational training they get, it includes culinary, etiquette class, music recording, production, carpentry, plumbing, fishing, archery, kayaking, branding, podcast production, and so much more. You say to yourself, wow, that's right here in our backyard, right here in our neck of the woods. Some of the guest speakers we teach topics from Credit 101, home ownership, software development, and so much more. Not to mention our curriculum. It caters to social and emotional support and effective decision making. Classes cover topics such as anger management, how to avoid peer pressure, and so much more. The Leadership Academy mitigates opioid use and gun violence by offering our youth an alternative program unique to each region. Our after-school program ranges from 2 to 3 days a week, and our summer camp schedule is 4 days a week. Meals, snacks, transportation, all provided at no cost to our parents. So we do understand that not every student is aiming for a collegiate career, although we do push for that. The reality is, college can sometimes be a daunting and anxiety-filled thought for some. This is why we partner with entities that can provide real certifications to our students. This way, no matter what their objectives are after high school, the Leadership Academy ensures they are well certified and loaded with true life skills for the next step in life. Some of these certifications are, but not limited to, window installation provided by Renewed by Anderson. Our junior EMT certification, that includes Narcan training, EMT, that is by UPMC. Fishing instructors by our partners at the PA Fish and Boat Commission, CPR, AED, by our partners at the Peyton Walker Foundation, and of course, Boaters Operations Certification by the Coast Guard, and so much more. We have 8th and 9th graders that can take the windows out and put it back in right now where they are in life. And that says a lot. That's a true testament to where they can go in their life. Not only is the Leadership Academy ignite the interest in the trades, we also deliver a diverse range of evidence-based curriculum. Some of those carriers we are certified in teaching are Positive Action, Botfin Life Skills, Stack Deck Gambling Initiative, and of course Mendez, Too Good for Drugs, Too Good for Violence. Some of the guest speakers who have visited our class would be the Harlem Globetrotters' very own Chris Franklin, Seattle Seahawks NFL champion, Mr. Gary Gilliam, another Seattle Seahawks NFL champion, Mr. Jordan Hill,
Sterling Borough's Mayor, Ms. Sierra Dent, the Marine Corps, the Air and Space Force, Dauphin County Commissioners, U.S. Congress candidate, U.S. Coast Guards, State Rep Mr. David Madsen, our PA Treasurer's Office, MMT, and even Nike. Yes, the corporation Nike will be partnering with the All You Can Leadership Academy this summer for summer camp physical education for our students, brand new to the Sterling High Spire School District. Some of our metrics for the program are over 4 years of programming, over 1,100 students throughout this program. Some of the schools that participated in what it is that we have to offer are Milton Hershey, Catherine Hershey School, Sylvan Heights, the Nativity School, Sterling High Spire, and that's Sterling Elementary and the high school. We have an 87% retention rate in the students that come in through our doors, and I'm very proud to announce that. Currently, the program has 8 honor students, including the Student Council President and the National Honor Society recipient, who sits right behind me, Mr. Elijah Simpson. Let's give him and them a round of applause, y'all. And before I head out, some of the awards we've been acknowledged with and blessed to have because of our work would be 2024 being inducted in the Who's Who, our Governor's Citation, a Mayor's Proclamation, Central Pennsylvania Business Journal Innovation Award for the nonprofit sector, the 2023 Peacemaker Award, the Marines Commanders Award for the work we do with holiday relief around Christmas, Harrisburg City Council's Unsung Hero Award, Keep PA Beautiful Award for the great cleanups that these young students do. They come out of their house on Saturday mornings when most students just kind of want to chill, but we find a reason to push and say, hey, you're a leader and you can show what it is to be a leader. So 150 tons of illegal waste have been removed through our neighborhoods due to the hard work of these students behind me. And of course, the Afterschool Impact Award, which we were the recipients of this year. So thank you to Contrell and the rest of the team. And I want you all to leave with this. Sometimes we do what we can for others, but we gotta dig deep inside and say, are you doing all you can today? Thank you all. Sorry, I got too enthusiastic. I'd like to bring up the high school principal, Mr. Steven Shaleski. Thank you.
I'm not sure how I'm supposed to follow that type of energy right now. My name's Steve Shaleski, and I have the honor of serving as the principal at Steelton High Spire Junior Senior High School this year. I've been part of the Steel High community for the past 3 years, and in that time, I've witnessed firsthand the incredible impact that the All You Can Leadership Academy has on this community. For the past few years, All You Can has partnered with us, providing us, our students, with additional layers of support, offering not only emotional support, but also the positive reinforcement that many of our high-risk students desperately need. It's been a game changer for us, for our community, and for our district. It's been a privilege to see it unfold. I stand before you today excited and optimistic because I believe we're on the verge of something special, a cultural shift at Steelton High Spire, and All You Can Leadership Academy is right there with us, leading the charge. With their mission to cultivate the culture of thinkers while instilling leadership and life skills, why would we not want to be part of that change? Why would we not want to walk hand in hand with them? The work they're doing isn't just transformative, it's essential for our communities. They're giving our students the tools they need to succeed, not just academically, but in life. And that's something we can all, every one of us in here, could rally behind. I stand with a couple students here today. Take Elijah Simpson, Mr. Lodi Taylor McGraw, Mr. Tymier Harris Stubbs, quiet students who used to keep to themselves. Today, because of All You Can, Elijah, Lodi, and Tymier, they're flourishing. They come up to me eager to talk about the day and the new experiences they get because of All You Can. And it's all thanks to the All You Can leadership for Mr. Ralph Rodriguez. So let's give him a hand right now. On behalf of everyone at Steelton High Spire School District, I want to say thank you. Thank you for everything that you do for our kids. You are doing amazing work, creating positive change, and providing a safe space for our students to thrive. Keep up the great work. We are proud to partner with All You Can, and we cannot wait to see what their future holds. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for what you're doing locally here. I know I gotta give Helen Spence a shout out
for the neighborhood academy that she does over the summertime. So just brought that to awareness, and we're looking forward to supporting that as well. They're doing a great job behind me, okay? We got one more representative that's going to talk, and then we're going to read the proclamation, and we're going to cut it down for the day. Okay, so they're doing a great job. Next up, as we start to close things out, I'd like to introduce Rep. Doyle Heffley to give some remarks. Representative Heffley has been one of the spearheaders of not just the Boots program, but just the out-of-school time space for many, many years with some successful programs in his region. So without any further delay, Rep. Doyle Heffley.
Thank you. Good to see you again. Awesome. Thank you very much. It's great to see everybody here. Good afternoon. Today I want to speak about something that delivers real results for our kids, our families, and their communities, and that is high-quality after-school programs. We know what happens when kids have access to structured, supportive environments after the school day ends. They get help with homework, they build stronger study habits, they stay engaged in learning, and most importantly, they stay safe. These programs lead to better grades, better behavior, and stronger emotional, social development. These programs are not just add-ons in education, they're essential parts of it. Across Pennsylvania, we're seeing a difference, and in my own district in Carbon County, the Shine After-School program has made a huge difference. It's administered by Lehigh Carbon Community College and funded through the 21st Century Grant. The Shine is currently serving students in 5 school districts all across Carbon County. And let me tell you, there's several legislators, as myself and many others, who had children in these programs that went to after-school programs. Shine supports nearly 650 students, and the majority are from low-income households. It connects families, schools, and communities to make sure no student fails or falls through the cracks. It works. 100% of the students in the Shine program were promoted to the next grade level. That's not a statistic. That's a signal of what's possible when we make the right investments. But Shine isn't the only program delivering results. Across the state, there are programs just like it doing incredible work every single day. As legislators, we have the responsibility to ensure that these programs are funded and supported and expanded. Not just for the students who are lucky enough to have them, but for all those who still don't have them. This is about giving every child the tools to succeed, not just during school hours, but after the bell rings too. We should keep building on what works, and let's support quality after-school programs for all the students in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Thank you very much. I know you've been sitting for a while, so we're going to
All right, we're going to wrap things up here with the reading of the proclamation. Today's day, June 4th, 2025, is the official Afterschool Advocacy Day. And to close us out, we're going to introduce one of our partners in this advocacy effort throughout the state. From the Pennsylvania School Age Child Care Alliance, I'd like to introduce Catherine Vargas. Let's give Catherine a round of applause, please.
Thank you, Control. Thank you, Control, and thank you everyone for being here. I get the honor today of being a partner and an advocate alongside everybody here to read the proclamation that we received from the governor in support of all of this work that we're doing in support of the kids and families and programs across Pennsylvania, in support of Boost, and so with that, I am going to ask for some help. Can you all help me out today? And I put my hand up. I want you committing to helping our children become successful adults, and whereas the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is committed to investing in the health and safety of all our young people through programs such as Building Opportunity through out-of-school time, which provides learning opportunities that will help close the achievement gap and prepare young people to compete in the global economy. And whereas after-school programs can ensure all young people have access to high-quality learning experiences that drive academic achievement, foster social-emotional growth, and bright futures. Therefore, our Governor, Josh Shapiro, Governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, proclaims today, June 4th, 2025, to be After-School Advocacy Day. Thank you, everyone, and I just want to give a quick shout out to Contrell. We haven't had a chance to cover him yet, but the leadership of Poseidon and bringing everyone together today. Thank you for everything you did.
Thank you, Catherine. It's great to just be part of this. Like I said, staying here. So that does conclude our press conference here this afternoon here, June 4th, but we look forward to seeing you next year. And we want to wish our students here a great summer, safe summer, an active summer, summer camp. We're going to try to close this achievement gap during the summer, so I know it ain't easy to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning in the summer, but I know you can do it. Get to your programs. Again, safe summer. Thank you for showing up. We are adjourned. Thank you.
We just wonder where can we find